Hello everyone. So some satellite imagery here. So yesterday, Ukrainian drones hit the Kombinat Kamensky defensive plant in Rostov region, which is a plant that produces rocket fuel for Russia's MLRS systems, with satellite imagery confirming the hit. And this was hit pretty hard. At least 5 workshop buildings at the plant were destroyed by Ukraine in this strike. Many of these workshops had anti-drone protection netting to try and keep them safe, and were also positioned inside earthen mounds for protection as well. Online sources, including Kamensky's own website and sources itself, say that the facility produces solid rocket propellant fuel for rockets and missiles. Among the systems using the rocket propellant made here are the Uragan, Smerch, and Tornado S MLRS systems, all of which are key systems used by Russia in the war in Ukraine. So, this plant a very important target. Now, I'm not sure what each of these workshops are for. This image here is zoomed in. 2 are destroyed with vehicle tracks leading from one of them, both of them positioned inside big earthen mounds for protection, and with a network of pipelines connecting them. The right hand side one, you can see the remains of anti-drone netting protecting it, which failed to do its job. And if you look at the top section, what appears to be an underground tunnel that was connecting to it as well, which is quite interesting. This image, 3 direct hits. Again, each of the first 2 are in earthen mounds, one completely destroyed and badly burnt out, the other in the centre, minor damage. At the bottom, you can see the extent of the anti-drone netting on a surviving building. Finally, a building with a hole in the roof. This isn't an earthen mound, but does have a bunch of pipes connecting to it, so must be important as well. And here, a large workshop that looks part of the facility's rail yard. You can see train cargo trucks at the top and rails connecting to it on the right, although the rails do look a bit overgrown. I wonder if this is disused now and used for storage instead. At the bottom of the building, some smoke still emerging. Hard to tell if it's a fire next to the building or smoke emerging from the building itself, so fire maybe is still burning in here after the strike. In addition to the strikes on the factory workshops itself, drones also hit the base's air defense systems. The satellite imagery showing damage to the SAM systems supposed to protect this plant, which couldn't even protect themselves. On this image here, a burnt out Panzer short range SAM system, so a nice target here. And here, damage to an element of the S300 or S400. So you can see S300 launchers deployed near here, but I'm not sure what was hit. My best bet would be a generator, as it seems quite large. A static generator, I think. The main target here, I think, would be those crates. They look like they could be ammunition crates carrying the S300 or S400's missiles. And I really wish a drone hit them. The boom would have been quite impressive. So big, but one of those S300 launchers may have gotten promoted to spaceship. Here an unknown one. I'd guess a Panzer, but we can't tell because it was promoted to crater. Not much remains other than burnt out metal. Here, another possible generator that was hit. Part of a second S300 battery. You can see 2 launchers nearby. So, this place was very heavily defended by air defence. At least 2 S300 or S400 batteries consist of multiple launchers, and at least 2 Panzer SAM systems, which makes this strike very embarrassing for Russia. This is here, zoomed out, so near the border. I'm surprised this hasn't been hit before. This may have been hit by a new drone, the Nyan drone, made by BAE and sent to Ukraine. Ukraine announced they've been using it for a couple of months now, and mentioned hitting Rostov with it. These are small jet power drones with a range of between 250 to 500 kilometers depending on source. Ukraine announced using these on oil refineries, but this is in Rostov region, well within range of the drones, and it definitely could be one of the places where these neon drones are used, especially with that anti-drone netting. Maybe something a bit speedy like these can punch through it, or maybe the anti-drone netting just sucks anyway. Who knows? So that's it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. If so, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much and take care, everybody.